I'm a counselor, and I work with, as I say, entrepreneurs, emerging companies primarily, so that's small to medium-sized enterprises. I have represented chairman of the board of New York Stock Exchange corporations, but in that capacity only as specialty counsel where you needed more out-of-the-box solutions and creative thinking and risks that the established firms may not be comfortable taking. And they also have conflicts very often because they represent a lot of people in who are publicly traded companies. Sometimes banks or investors are they represent as well, and so there's often conflicts there. I look at my clients as a holistic whole. I was trained in the old school. When I started, they rotated us through various departments. So I learned litigation, I learned pension work, I learned SEC work, I learned secured lending, I learned real estate, I learned corporate. And so what happens is I tend to see business problems more in terms of business problems. In other words, I don't see it as a tax problem or a litigation problem or a probate problem or labor problem. I see it as a business problem, the solutions to which may involve labor law or secured lending or UCC or international law more than others. So, which is a very different type of approach. I have a wonderful, I had a wonderful professor at Fletcher when I went back to get a master's in 2001, Carson Kowalczyk, a brilliant international trade economist, and he used to say, you give a kid a hammer and the whole world becomes a nail. So, what happens is people who engage in early specialization tend to see a solution in terms of that which is near and dear to them, that with which they're comfortable. And I try to look at all the various aspects of the law as though they're facets on a diamond, and all of which can be brought to play to a greater or lesser extent than depending on the problem that you're dealing with. And so very often I will apply principles of, say, lease transactions to creditors' rights issues. And you can do that in a very creative fashion, but also simplify it, simplify what you're doing. So that's my approach. I also like to say that I often practice more psychology than law, although I don't have any degree or license to do that. But you have to realize you're dealing with people. And when organizations are going through watershed events, what's problematic about that is the people. You can replace equipment, you can change software, you can buy new computers. The problem with corporate change is the people aspect. You have to win their hearts and minds. You have to design it in a way that works with them and with their culture. All organizations have different cultures. So if you don't understand humanity and the people and have a gut feeling, if you will, for the people that you're dealing with, you can't advise them. Plus, as we all know,